r/AskReddit. What question did you not expect to ask/be asked during X?
Claim your free AirPods today by clicking the first link in the description down below.
Thrusting vigorously in missionary position. Oh wow. You can do that? Tone of voice made it a question attached to her surprise. What did I do? I still don't know what I did. But it seemed to work. You hit the spot. Mate. The cheese pot. How do you last so long? Do you think of your grandma while I was in her? No. I think of you. Gadoosh. Why are you so sweaty? I was watching Cops. Cops doesn't come on till 4. How much longer are you gonna do it? I was in 5 minutes maximum. Lost my erection to that question. She later explained. She was trying to climax together. Just phrased the question wrongly. How much longer? I have to return some videotapes. The kinky part was that they weren't rewound. I once asked someone to change position, and she said why. Completely flummoxed me. I had no reasonable answer. To the point that I lost all sense of why I asked. So we carried on and pretended it never happened. It still haunts me. The real answer is that I'm about to come and I don't want to yet, so I need a second and I'm trying to hide it. Edit. Dope. My first gold. Thanks stranger. Straight to every man's soul with that one. When was your last STD test? A valid question, but when we are at 77% completion of the act. Just strange timing. That's an oddly specific percentage. Everyone knows after completing 75% of XL intercourse, your chances of an STD go up percent 5,000. True story. Years ago I was giving a BJ and the guy felt my boob and asked me if I've checked myself for breast cancer cause he felt a lump. Edit. I do not have breast cancer. I got it checked. He worked at a hospital at the time and was being concerned. And yes, I'll let him finish because I'm a good friend. Friend in med school found a lump on her then boyfriend's testicle while going down on him. She got him in to see someone the next day and he was diagnosed with testicular cancer pretty quickly. They are not together anymore, but on good terms. And it's still funny when she brings it up on the rare occasion we see each other. On good terms. She'd have to do something pretty terrible to undo bowel cancer diagnosis. I had a girl I used to hook up with. We're doing the old 69 for a few minutes when she sits up and yells, "You left your duck-eyeing socks on. Are you retarded?" My roommates give me hit about that to this day. Our walls were paper thin and my feet get cold. I'm not retarded. I have no idea why I know this or why I'm telling this. But I remember reading over 10 years ago that men who keep their socks on have a more intense orgasm. You're goddamn right. Can you slam my head against the wall? Well, did you? He can't remember. Using coconut oil one time for the heck of it. And at one point she stared me dead in the eyes. If you came in me, would it be a coconut cream pie? I hope you married her. We've been married for 2 months now. Actually. How many members are in the Spice Girls game show network? 5. Me. WTF. My fiance. You left the game show network on. If you do it doggy style then you can both watch X-Files. Tell me about your career ambitions. A girl got so turned on by me telling her about my proposed career path. It was whack. Must have worked in hours. Can confirm. Work in hours. Aspirations and performance plans get me there. Can I punch you in the peen? Like. WTF. Punching me in the peen? If you're into that, at least do an open-faced slap. Not a ducking knuckle sandwich to the balls. Treat my balls like a speed bag. Oh god. If you got pregnant would you keep it? I'm just wondering. Pump the brakes. Bail. I was going down on my partner for the first time. It's something I pride myself on for being good at. The thing is, This time I was getting nowhere. I mean, I was just ricocheting at this woman, no signs of enjoyment at all. After 5 minutes she asked, "Are you getting tired?" It is the single most demoralizing thing I have ever heard someone say in bed. I lost my virginity at 22 to a girl that liked it rough and wanted to be dominated. Obviously. To reach the point of X at all I had lied about being able to provide. Acting like I was great at X and definitely not a virgin. X started with my fumbling around trying to undo her clothes, because instead of wearing something normal she wore one of those one-piece bathing suits looking things with a skirt underneath. And the clasp to undo it was in her ass. Buried between her cheeks. After she helped me out we started kissing, and I start going lower to give her oral, because I'd done my homework. I kept kissing lower and lower until I got to the belly and she stopped me and said that's the one thing I'm not keen on. At this point my moral was pretty ducking low, but I was still hard and just went straight for the X, since that's what she wanted. I came instantly, and 2 minutes later of thinking about how shameful it was, while I was thrusting I just got soft. I started kissing her, while fingering her at that point in an attempt to get hard again. For some reason kissing makes me harder than X, BJS, or anything else, and after a couple of seconds she just looked at me smugly, laughed, and said, "Are you enjoying yourself? Number girl please, I'm trying." I felt so humiliated and insulted that as I was kissing and fingering her I was preparing a "it's not my fault you catfished me" boob-wise speech just in case I couldn't get hard, and she continued with the comments. She had no boobs and wore huge padded bras. It was a big surprise when she got naked, but I didn't actually mind. It would just serve as a good comeback if she kept shaming me. In no way was I going to admit that I ducked up by selling myself as a Don Diego Christian Grey mix when in fact I was more of McLovin lol. I luckily managed to get hard and the rest went really well. We went on for about 40 minutes and she said it was amazing, which did wonders to my self-esteem. We even went for a round 2 after about 15 minutes of pillow talk and decided we'd date and be exclusive. We dated for 6 months after that. I don't think that during our entire relationship she ever realized that I was a virgin before I met her, and that she had me very close to just quitting in shame that first night. I wrote back and said of course I had X before. Knowing I was frontin'. I said I was like a pro baby. Knowing I was stuntin'. But if I told the truth I knew I'd get played out son. Hadn't been in pussy since the day I came out one. Edit. Formatting. How is it? After everything. Grab her boobs. How is it? Pull her hair. How is it? Her on top. How is it? Me on top. How is it? Eventually I gave up and said, "Is my peen hard? Then you're fine. Stop stressing." Course then I learned her ex was an abusive aunt who'd basically broken the poor thing and felt bad, but at the time it was really off-putting. AWW. Poor girl. Just trying to do right and help I think. Edit. WTF Reddit. I make some offhand comment at 3 AM and it becomes my most upvoted. Poor girl. Come on my elbow. Me. Do it. Me. Pulls out and ejaculates into my own hand. Then sensually massages it into her elbow. Looks into her eyes to see if this is really doing something for her. It is not. Me. HMM. I thought you said come on your elbow. What did you actually say? Never mind. Pass me the toilet paper. I still haven't figured it out. Let me know if anyone figures it out please. If you're gonna come. Let me know. Most plausible one yet. I had a girl that I had met on Tinder hours earlier giving me head in the bushes one time. We both lived with our parents, so it seemed like the logical place. Anyway, she was just trying to get to know me, and mid-BJ she says, "What color are your mum's eyes?" Bruh, she wasn't trying to get to know you. She was trying to get the security questions for your Yahoo account. Moo hoo hoo. Little does he know this is only step 13 of my plan to unlock his phone. I think I met your boss today. Is he the older Indian guy? Or will you puke on my peen? Or when did you take out your lip piercing? Or why don't you talk hit to me during X the way you do when we are hanging out? Or how long have you been blonde? I loved hooking up with that clown. Was this all the same clown? That's impressive. Yup. He's a duck in character. I wanna make a strawberry milkshake in you during period X. Don't know if I should laugh or vomit. Why not both? Edit. Oh. Because of choking. I had a boyfriend who asked if I was gonna come soon because he wanted to go watch porn stars, which he had recorded. R.I.P. Chumley. Edit. Oh god. I'm sorry everybody. Chumley is not dead. It turns out. I just furiously googled to see if he died, you twat. Same here, I was getting worried that I missed something big. My ex and I were ducking it up, Xing it down, and I was hitting it from the back. I had left my t-shirt on because I was pretty chilly. To give you context and to also let you know that I have had X. Anyway, we finish and she turns and asks what the small brown stain on my shirt is. It's obviously poo. It's obviously hers. I take a pretend sniff and say nah, it's just chocolate, and then left it at that. Had a girl hit a small nugget when she came as I went down on her. I took it and walked it to the bathroom real quick. Flushed and washed my hands for far too short a time given what I just handled, and back to bed. She asked if it was what she thinks. And I said yeah, no worries. It's awesome you came so hard. She was embarrassed, but I'm glad my teenage self didn't make a big deal about it. You're an awesome dude. I asked a girl out while we were having X the first time. She just said okay. She probably didn't expect that. 10 years later. We are married, own a home together, and are expecting our first child. How did you get to the X in the first place? Or was this for a second date? My guess is one night stand. Edit. YTF, is this my highest comment? You know that doesn't do anything, right? What was the thing that doesn't do anything? Coming on her elbow. Laying in a bloke's bed and he whispered in my ear, play with my ding dong, and followed it by asking for cuddle waddles. Nope. Not at all attractive. I jumped out of bed pretty quickly. Who are you? Touched his tra-la-la. His ding ding dong. Are you in? I can't tell. But fingers are sensitive enough to feel nanometers. Put the kettle on. Granted, I had misheard her, but still wasn't expecting it. I'm curious as to what was actually said now. I mean, it gives an insight into my ex life with my ex, but I can't leave your curiosity unsavored. Put the collar on is what she actually said. Easier to get round her neck than a kettle. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with mesothelioma or any other asbestos related disease? You could be entitled to millions in compensation. You like that? You ducking retard? Are you ducking sorry? One time when I was sucking on a woman's nipples, she made a joke about me being like a baby and how she could control me like a puppy with X appeal. This planted the seeds of my GFD fetish. Was hooking up with this dude who was really into dirty talk / talking a lot during X. He was pretty good at thinking of stuff to say, but sometimes things would come out weird. We met up pretty often, but were very explicitly casual. One day, mid-thrust, he blurted out, "Oh, duck, I love you." I guess it wasn't a question, but it sure caught me off guard. The look of fear and panic in his eyes was hilarious, and we had to stop because I was laughing so hard. It was supposed to be "I love ducking you" or something. He didn't have feelings. It just slipped out, and I never let him live it down. It just slipped out. He didn't have feelings. Sir, what are you doing in that grave? Since this is Reddit, the appropriate answer is your mom. This is Reddit. No. This is Patrick. Is this the best ex you ever had? That is such a setup. That the only acceptable answer would be a stone-faced no. But I know you're trying. I told her it was top 5, but I could tell she knew I was laying. You can't be number 1 if you are not enthusiastically giving a BJ. After you're done, can we go over to my mom's house? Well, I'm done. But the answer is no. I planned this cause I'm that guy. She did not expect this one bit. As she was coming, I whispered, "Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?" Oh my god. My boyfriend did something similar, and I wanted to throw him out a window. We had a joke about making the squeaky breathy noise turtles make when ducking, because my best friend owns turtles that duck outside her bedroom window in the summer, and that sound is like all she hears. So it was a running gag for a while. Well, while he's inside me and I'm about to come, he leans forward and makes that ducking noise right in my ear, and I was a desert in about half a second. Carrot 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 it carrot 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 wasr really are funny are though. One time my ex stopped thrusting and started laughing. I got annoyed and asked what was so funny, and apparently he kept imagining that my roommate who was asleep was really awake and watching us. She was pretty innocent, so she would have been horrified. Which I guess is what made it funny. Anyway, he ended up finishing inside me while laughing. I did not come and was not amused. Also, our daughter was conceived during that visit and I cringed to think it might have happened that time. What would happen if I just peed in you right now? Yes. He was in me when he asked. Ultimate power move TBH. If by power move you mean I made sure this girl and literally every other girl she can possibly communicate with will never duck me again, then yeah, I guess. Should I bite it? No. The forbidden snack.